Assalamualaikum everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. So Ramadan Mubarak to all of you. I know you're probably wondering, it's already been 4 or 5 rosas and now I'm wishing you Ramadan. But the reason why I'm actually making this video is because a lot of you have been reaching out asking me how to plan or how to be productive this Ramadan. I understand that productivity hours go down during Ramadan, and it's difficult to balance, But that's part and parcel, so it's nothing really to worry about. So what I would like to first say is that self-awareness in these situations is key. So my productive hours may differ from yours, and your productive hours may differ from your friends. So what you have to do is, since it's been a week, so I'm sure you have an idea of what your productive hours look like. So maybe you're productive maybe you're productive after Tarawih, or maybe you're productive after Seri, or maybe you are productive maybe in the afternoon, like 11 a.m. onwards. So I'm sure you have an idea. Now what you have to do is, once you've done that, then just make sure that you make the most of those hours. Okay, so Ramadan is a blessed month, so it's possible that the 2 productive hours during Ramadan are as productive as 4 hours during off Ramadan. So it's possible. It's a month of blessings, it's a month of giving, and that's how it is. Everything just everything feels good during Ramadan. Even the food you eat, you appreciate that, which you don't on a normal day. So make the most of it, and remember, Ramadan is to basically refuel yourself spiritually. So a lot of us, not in off Ramadan, or all year round, we don't really pay attention to the spiritual aspect. So we do need that. We do need that connection with Allah, and I think Ramadan is the best way to increase the quality of that connection. And remember, if you are spiritually content, then everything else just falls into place. Everything else, if you plan everything else around that, then it falls into place. And if, let's say, you work hard and things don't fall into place, if you do have that connection, then you don't feel so bad about it. You probably you think that okay, I planned something, then Allah planned something else for me. So since He is the best of planners, so be it. It's okay. Maybe it's not the best. Maybe what I wanted, it was not the best for me. So it's very important to basically have that spiritual, to basically get into that spiritual zone. So do that. That should be the main objective of Ramadan. But I understand that exams are very close. You have your mocks, you have your CIAs just around the corner, so you can't just completely shut that off and focus on the spiritual side. I understand that, and that's not something you should do anyway. That's not the right way to go about it. So keep that in mind. And another thing that I would like to mention is that make sure that you're watching your health. Just because you haven't eaten for maybe 10-12 hours, depending on where you are, doesn't mean that now you have the right to go all out right after iftar, or you have the right to go all out for iftar. Don't do that. Your body obviously has rights over you, so take good care of it. It's just the one body that we have. And make sure that because if you eat a lot, then you're just lazy for the rest of the day, and you don't, when you're praying, you don't feel that connection. You feel lazy, and you just don't feel like doing anything. You basically feel lethargic. So eat. I'm not saying that you shouldn't eat. Obviously you should eat, but don't eat heavy. Have multiple portions, have multiple light portions. That's something that you will also notice keeps you active. It keeps you from being lethargic, and you will notice that if you do that, your productivity hours will obviously go up. Okay, so yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Just be productive. I understand we have our off days and on days, but just make sure that whatever time that you get, you make the most of it, and you are able to maintain a balance with your academics, the spiritual side. And before I go, there's another thing that I thought that I will talk about, and I just remembered, and that is that having the right intent is also very important. So whatever you're doing, if you don't have the right intent, you're not going to feel so good about it, and you're not going to feel so motivated. So for example, if you're studying, one intent could be that you're studying to get a good grade. That's good. It's good to keep your eyes on the prize, but a better intent would be that you're studying so that all the people who have invested in you, their time, their money, their efforts, you can make them proud. So that could be your parents. You can make your parents proud, because obviously they're so invested in you, and not just in terms of money, but in terms of time and effort. So I'm sure when you get up in the morning, your clothes are ready. I hope you don't take lunch these days, but you're fasting, and but everything else is in order, I'm sure. So who's doing that? It's obviously your parents. So just make sure that you give. They deserve this. They deserve this in return, that you make them happy, you make them proud. And if you are, let's say, the eldest in your family, then you could have the intent that you want to set a good example for your younger siblings. So have that intent where it's not just all about you, it's about people around you as well. And lastly, I would say that there is this whole thing that when you put in the effort and you see the result. So this I've said this before, that this allows you to unlock a new version of yourself. And it's very important for all of us to go through this journey, where we put in the effort and we get the result. So it just strengthens our faith in ourselves, or it strengthens our faith in our capabilities. So that's why it's very important that you get a good grade. Now I know the grades are not the only way to have that faith in yourself, but at the moment this is what your priority should be. So try having this intention, and I'm sure it will make a huge difference. You'll feel positive about yourself, you'll feel positive about putting in the effort, and most importantly, you'll stay motivated to put in the effort. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Good luck to you guys, and see you in probably the next video. So take care. Love this.